Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a detailed review on this Braun tin cup AEROMASTER coffee maker. Model number KF400 and KF420. This is an older coffee maker, but it's a really nice coffee maker. You can still find these at thrift stores, and sometimes they go on sale on Facebook Marketplace. So this is just a standard coffee maker. It is only 10 cups. It's just got an on-off switch. You don't program it or anything. Up here is where the water goes in the back. Now this one is a used coffee maker, but it is in really, really good shape. So there's how you're gonna know how much water you got in here. It's gonna brew whatever amount of water you put back here. It's got this nice lid. Here's where the coffee goes. This is a cone filter. So it comes with this reusable cone filter, and it has marks on the side of like where to put the coffee up to. That's really nice. This is a really nice cone filter. Now this is the brew basket. Now you can also buy paper filters, a number 4 cone filter. Here I've got a paper filter. So if we wanted to use paper filters, you have to get them apart. And then you would just put the paper filter in here like that. And that's where your coffee's gonna go. But you don't want to use both. It's either or. Either the reusable filter. You don't want to put a paper filter in the reusable filter. It's either one. This has got a nice little handle. Now the way this comes off, it's a little old school, but there's a hinge here, and you're going to lift it up, and then that bottom hinge comes out, and then you can take this. Now this doesn't come apart anymore, so you may think this black thing comes out or anything, but you have to leave this all together. There's how this is a little different mechanism for the pause brewing. I think yeah, we'll show you. So Miss Fiona is helping us today. So here we have the glass carafe. It's a little different design. It's got this lid, but then it's got this little mechanism here. Now the mechanism moves out of the way so it can pour. It works, but it's just a little different than you're used to. I'll show you how it pours. This does have a warming plate. This will keep your coffee warm anytime the switch is on. Now you have got to turn the switch off when you're done. This is not an automatic, it's not going to turn off automatically. Now up here is where the hot water is going to come out. Again, this is a used one, so it does get a little dirty up there. Okay, so let's put it back together. The reverse, we're going to put the upper hinge in first, then we're going to slide it in and slide the back one in. And then this. Let's take a look at the bottom side. I do notice this doesn't stay closed the best, but again, there's what that looks like. There's the model number. It's all metal on the bottom with these feet. Dimensions real quick. Front to back's about 10. Side to side's about 5.5. So the coffee maker is only about 12 inches, but you do have to have some extra room to get the lid open. So it looks like about 17 inches with the lid open. Maybe 16.5. So this coffee maker, it does have some style to it. It did come in black, but it's just got some, it does look nice. It's got really nice cord storage. Cord's about 2 feet long, and it's 2-prong. So again, the switch does light up. So that's off and that's on. So when it's on, the LED light is on, and the warming plate's going to be on, and it's going to brew your coffee. Okay, so this uses standard drip coffee maker coffee, ground at a medium grind. So we're going to open this up, and I like to brew my coffee 1 tablespoon per cup I'm going to brew. So I'm going to brew a full pot, 10 cups, but if I was only going to do 6 cups, I would fill this up to the 6 mark, then I would dump my water back there, and then I would only put 6 tablespoons of coffee in. But let's put 10 in. You just put it right there in the middle. 1, 2, And again, I can use a paper filter, but I'm using the reusable filter. And I put 10 tablespoons of coffee in there. I don't know if it's, oh yeah, it's a little bit above the 8 mark. I guess I could have added a little bit more. Okay, so now you're gonna close this. It sort of latches, open the lid. Now you gotta pour this water in the back. Nice and easy, or it will make a mess. So, for some reason, the 10 mark was not the same on there. I'm going to fill it up a little bit more to the 10 mark there. So the 10 mark here doesn't correspond with the 10 mark there, so they're probably taking into account you're going to lose some water to steam. So, but I've got it filled up to the 10 mark. Very easy. I'm going to put this down, put that in, make sure it's in nice and flush, and then just turn the switch on. We're going to time it, see how long it takes, and do a taste test. So it starts brewing coffee right away, and this is a 900 watt coffee maker. Now it's not super loud. I'm not going to be able to examine this because we don't want to pull this out while it's brewing, so we'll have to just wait till it's done. But I can see the coffee is starting to come down. Again, check out my next video. I'm going to show you how to descale this coffee maker with distilled white vinegar. So from what I've been reading online, this coffee maker was released in 2001, I think. So this coffee maker has a little different sound than I'm used to. It's kind of a pulsing, kind of a... So again, this does have pause brewing. So if I want to grab a cup of coffee, so it's going to continue to brew, but I can grab this, and that's going to stop the coffee from coming out, that mechanism there. I don't want to leave this coffee pot out very long, but I could pour me a quick cup of coffee, and then when I put it back, it'll start to brew. Again, you can't leave it out very long, but at least it's called just pause brewing. I can grab a quick cup of coffee and then put it back. Okay, so we're right about the 7 cup mark, and it's been 7 minutes. So this thing brews a cup a minute. So I found this coffee maker at a thrift store, and they had this America Online mug. I just had to get it. It was in really good shape, and if anybody is from the 90s, they'll remember AOL very well. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of the brew. You do get quite a bit of steam coming up around here. Again, this is all really hot, so be careful. Okay, so it's getting towards the end. We're at the 10 cup mark. We're getting quite a bit of steam coming around it. We can look in here. It's brewed all the water that we put in there. Again, if you only want 2 cups or 4 cups, just put that amount of water in and that amount of coffee grounds in. You do get quite a bit of steam. It smells really good. It smells like it brewed a really good cup of coffee. Okay, so it's pretty much done. It brewed a little bit more than 10 cups. Now it's going to keep the coffee warm as long as you keep this switch on. But if you turn it off, the LED light's going to go off. But to turn it on, that keeps the coffee maker, the warming plate on. Okay, so let's see how it pours. Yeah, this wants to come open when you take the coffee pot out sometimes. So again, it's got this mechanism here. It's supposed to help keep your coffee warm longer. So it pours pretty good. Sometimes it does pour a little weird, but put that back. Let's check a temperature real quick. Yeah, 167. Really hot cup of coffee. So I tried this earlier. It tastes really good. These cone filters, and when you use a reusable filter, you get a little bit of sediment in your coffee, which I think does add a little flavor. If you don't want sediment in your coffee, you would want to use a paper filter. But let's see how it did here. So there's the coffee grounds. You know, we can see it looks like it did a really good job. We can't watch it as it's brewing, but this is after it's said and done. It looks pretty good. It just has a really good smell, like it brewed the coffee beans really good. It has a really good smell to it. Okay, so when you're done with your coffee, you're going to want to make sure you turn it off. Now let's go over cleanup. So cleanup can be a little tricky. If you take the reusable filter out, it could drip on you as you take it over to the trash can. Otherwise, you got to get this whole assembly and you can take it over there. So when you do use a reusable filter, you will get some coffee grounds down your sink because you do have to wash this out quite a bit. So let's go over cleanup. They say you can put this in the dishwasher. It's a little big. I'm not sure I would want to put this. I would just hand wash this. The lid comes off here. Really easy. And very nice to get in there and wash this. I would just wash this by hand too, but you can put this in the dishwasher in this. So this is a really neat coffee maker. I think it can be a little tricky to find, but if you do have one, here's how you use it. And again, my next video is going to be how to descale it. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.